हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हाय, हाउ आर यू? कैसी है जनता? चलिए, वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू हु आर eagerly waiting for a beautiful session of mental ability. हेलो, हाय, एम आई ऑडिबल एंड विजिबल? फटाफट थोड़े से थम्स अप बताइए कि आप मुझे देख पा रहे हैं, मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं अच्छे से. एंड आई एम सेइंग हेलो टू साई राम, अंकित, प्रिया, आदित्य, रामेश्वरन, आदित्य, ओह बहुत फास्ट. Then, okay, hi to all, good evening, pranam, namaste, sat shri akal, and welcome to Vedantu Foundation channel, your one-stop solution for your 9th and 10th class preparation and for various competitive exams in which 9th and 10th class syllabus is involved. So, बताइए कैसा चल रहा है? आज आपका एक सेशन हो चुका है. आई एम फाइन. आप कैसे हैं? आज हमें मेंटल एबिलिटी का पहला सेशन करना है. वी आर हियर फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट सेशन एंड विच इज अ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग सेशन. मींस देयर इज नो स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक. वी आर गोइंग टू कवर मिक्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस. मैं क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, आप आंसर देंगे और मैं आपको उसके सोल्यूशन भी बताऊंगा. राइट? चलिए. अरे वाह साची, थैंक्स अ लॉट, थैंक्स अ लॉट. हेलो कृष्णा, हेलो ईवा, हेलो रोहित, हेलो इंद्रजीत. थैंक यू इंद्रजीत, थैंक यू. वेल, अगर स्टूडेंट अच्छे हो तो टीचर अपने आप अच्छा हो जाता है. टीचर की लियाकत कब पता चलती है? जब स्टूडेंट परफॉर्म करता है. सो व्हेन यू वुड बी क्रैकिंग एनटीएसई, देन आई विल बिलीव दैट ओके, आई एम टीचिंग वेल. राइट? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द सेशन. दिस इज NTSE Foundation channel and we are starting with the first session of mental ability, which is purely brainstorming. Brainstorming means आपको सिर्फ दिमाग दौड़ाना है. And I shall be covering old NTSE questions to give you an idea कि किस वैरायटी के क्वेश्चन पेपर में पूछे जाते हैं. And if there is any shortcut for any particular question, I shall be sharing the same. Right? So बहुत सारी जनता बोल रही है okay, need not to worry. I shall be explaining in both Hindi and English, so you need not to worry. Even if you are not in position to get through Hindi, you would be getting that through English and vice versa. So एक बार बता दीजिए, everyone is ready? If you are ready, just send me some thumbs up and smileys. Ready for the session? करें शुरुआत. Okay, thank you Manoj. Fine, so lot many smileys, lot many thumbs up. So let's start with the session now. Now this is mental ability brainstorming session, as I have already stated. And types of questions. When we talk of mental ability, we have various varieties which are means there in mental ability, और शायद इसके अलावा भी कोई ना कोई वैरायटी नई पेपर में आ सकती है. But generally we classify various questions into these headings. That is numerical ability. They are testing either your numerical ability or spatial ability or visual ability or analytical skills, या कई बार miscellaneous होता है, सभी कुछ मिक्स हो जाता है और क्वेश्चन उसके अकॉर्डिंगली बनाया जाता है. So if you will explore old papers of NTSE Stage 1 and 2, you will see every year a new variety is popping in. So it is very much important to brainstorm. Now what is brainstorming? Brainstorming means usage of brain to solve something which helps you in developing any of these skill set. Now many a times it happens like when I tell a student that you need to solve Sudoku, then they ask me, sir, Sudoku paper mein aayega? Well, it will develop your analytical skills and your numerical ability also. So it will be helping you in one question or the other. Similarly, when I tell them to solve puzzles, particularly rebus puzzles, they generally ask me, sir, rebus puzzles are out of the box thinking puzzles. So should we be solving those? Well, my answer is yes. You should be solving all varieties of puzzles because that will help you in tackling unseen questions. Right? और पेपर में unseen question आते हैं, unseen varieties आती हैं. That's why every year some new varieties entering into either NTSE Stage 1 papers or Stage 2 papers. Right? तो अभी के लिए some people are asking something. Okay. Very good. If you are playing Sudoku, if you are solving crosswords, excuse me, that is really very great. And there are a few more things which you can do. As I always say, squares and cubes, they are really very important. Cram them up till 20 at least. 20 तक सारे के सारे क्यूब्स एंड 30 तक सारे के सारे स्क्वायर्स याद रखिए तो बहुत फायदा होगा. तो आज हम शुरुआत करते हैं एक छोटे से क्वेश्चन से. आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू अ वेरी बेसिक क्वेश्चन एंड यू हैव टू टेल मी आंसर इन yes or no or in the form of possible or impossible. So the quote says success is the sum of small efforts repeated in and day out. Means छोटे छोटे स्टेप से लर्निंग होता है, छोटे छोटे स्टेप से सक्सेस आता है. Students are in habit of asking me, sir, what should we do to improve mental ability? Well, I simply tell them, कल भी बताया था, practice, practice and more practice. That is, you need to solve more and more, and in small chunks, small steps, you would be clearing all your doubts and you would be strengthening your fundas. तो अब आपके फंडे को टेस्ट करने के लिए, आपकी ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग को चलाने के लिए, स्विच ऑन करने के लिए, what switching on your thinking hats, I am here with the first question. So, draw a rectangle with 3 lines. Well, tell me quickly whether it is possible or impossible. Draw a rectangle with 3 lines. It is possible or impossible? Draw a rectangle with 3 lines. Rectangle sabhi ko pata hai na? Rectangle sabhi ko pata hai. I hope everyone knows what a rectangle is. People are posting possible, impossible, possible, impossible, 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 and then I can say impossible, possible. Fir aa gaya impossible, possible, and then there is a big chain. Okay. Well, now I am getting mix of responses, and people who are posting possible are thinking why others are posting impossible, and those who are posting impossible are thinking why others are posting possible. So let's explore this beautiful brainstorming question. So what is the question? The question says that is, draw a rectangle with 3 lines. भाई rectangle with 3 lines की कहानी है, तो थोड़ा सा कहानी को देख ले फटाफट. Well, rectangle with 3 lines, possible or impossible? Yes, it is possible and it is impossible both, because that all depends that how you interpret a question. Question says draw a rectangle with 3 lines. If you will interpret this question in a manner that a rectangle is made up of 4 lines, so drawing a rectangle with 3 lines is not possible, then you would be telling me, sir, the answer is impossible. But contrary to that, or the other way around, if you will be interpreting this question in a manner like draw a rectangle with 3 lines, draw a rectangle with 3 lines. Sir, this is possible. Draw a rectangle with 3 lines. Nowhere it was mentioned that you have to draw a rectangle using 3 lines. It was draw a rectangle with 3 lines. Nowhere it was mentioned that you need to draw a rectangle using 3 lines. That means it is possible. That means it is possible. So if you are typing possible, that is also correct. If you are typing impossible, even that is also correct, because that all depends how you interpret a question, right? That's why in many of the series and number puzzles question also, you tend to get multiple answers, right? तो अगर इस क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा सा भी मजा आया तो लाइक जरूर कीजिए, और अगर अभी तक चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, क्योंकि क्लासेस आज से शुरू हो चुकी है. We have started with the classes, and if you are still not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe. And if you have enjoyed the question, do give me some thumbs up and do click the like button, right? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So this was the first question for brainstorming. Now we shall be focusing some of the questions which were asked in NTSE actually, that is, which were there in the exam, maybe in the stage 1 or in the stage 2, or are generic questions which are related to one variety or the other. Fine. तो थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ाते हैं. Okay, we are starting with the first variety, numerical ability. So we shall be tackling to 2 abilities today, that is numerical ability and the other is spatial and visual ability. Now when I say numerical ability, that simply means questions in which some mathematics is involved. Questions in which some mathematics is involved. So let's see, we shall be solving at least, I guess, 3 questions under this heading, that is numerical ability, right? So first question for all of you, be ready for the same from numerical ability. Okay, now the first question is in concern to dice. The question says, आपके सामने है, 3 dice are rolled simultaneously and the numbers shown on all 3 dice are added. Then the total number of possible ways to have a sum of 7 is, अरे वाह, he says 3 dice roll किए, right? You must have played Ludo these days, right? Because of lockdown, many people were playing Ludo, and physical Ludo, not the online Ludo. They were physically sitting in their homes and were playing Ludo, right? So this question can be connected to the same case. But in Ludo, we are in habit of throwing only 1 dice. A dice has got numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but he says you are throwing 3 dice and you want some of the numbers to be 7. In how many ways can this be obtained? Now, many students, and this is NTSE Stage 2 question, as you can see, right? Now, many students must be thinking, sir, this is a very simple counting question. Yes, of course, it is a very simple counting question. And many students who are in 10th class and are already studying something in concern to 11th, or maybe already studying something in concern to permutation combination, they will be saying, "Arey sir, aapne to combinations ka question pucha hai. I have already solved this variety," right? But this is a simple question which was asked in NTSE Stage 2 last year, right? Means आपके जो senior के भी senior हैं, if you are in 10th class, right? उनसे ये पूछा गया था. So let's explore this and let's see आप इसका क्या आंसर देते हैं. We have got some options. Options are 12, 13, 15 and 16. These are the 4 options. 12, 13, 15 and 16. आपको जो भी आंसर सही लगता है आप पोस्ट कीजिए, and I can see answers as 15. Many of the students are posting answer as 15. So let's explore that. Okay, 15. So confident. Fine, fine, fine. आप कह रहे हैं तो सही होंगे, इंटेलिजेंट जनता है. मेरा काम है आपको बताना आंसर क्या है और उसका तरीका क्या है. So let's explore that. Yes, the answer to the question is 15. Answer to the question is 15. Rightly answered by many of the students, but the question is how 15 कैसे आया. तो जरा केसेस देख ले, मींस किन किन केसेस से 15 बनता है. Okay, so these are the cases which are showing that when we are throwing 3 dice, we can get these outcomes. Like, if there are 3 dice, you may get 115. Now, getting 115 is possible in 3 ways. How come 3 ways? You may get 115, you may get 151, you may get 511. So, my first task is to check how I can create 7. 7 को create करने के क्या क्या तरीके हैं. One method is 115, another method is 124, another method is 223, another method is 133. So these are the ways through which you can create 7. But the question is, further इनके कितने cases बनेंगे? Well, for 115 there are 3 cases. For 124 you can create 6 cases. How come 6 cases? 124, 142. Similarly, 241 and 214. Similarly, 412 and 421. Well, these are the 6 cases, right? And many students must be thinking that, अरे सर 3 नंबर हैं, आप इनको अरेंज कर रहे हैं, लगाइए ना 3 factorial. 3 factorial से सीधा आंसर 6 आ जाएगा. We have studied this same in the permutation combination also. Okay, it's up to you. If you have already studied permutation combination, you can directly apply the formula of 3 factorial for arranging 3 things, right? But abhi ke liye, because we are solving these questions with basics, so I'm not going to use that. Similarly, 2 to 3. Now for 2 to 3, what are the cases? 2 to 3, 2, 3, 2 and 3 to 2. Similarly, for 133, what are the cases? The cases are 133, 313 and 331. And if you add all the cases, these are 15 in number. These are 15 in number. But for all those who have already studied permutation combination, or maybe are in 10th class and have already started with +1, they must be knowing that there is an easier way to do this. And what is that easier way? Well, they know that 3 dice are giving us an outcome which is equal to, that is 7, which is equal to 7. So this is an equation which they need to solve, and in permutation combination they have already studied that if there is an equation like this, x plus y plus z equals to 7, तो इसका direct answer होगा 6C2, which is 15. Now for all those who have not studied permutation combination, please forget it, भूल जाइए, मैंने आपको ये बताया ही नहीं. ये उन बच्चों के लिए है जिन्होंने already permutation combination +1 का थोड़ा सा कवर कर रखा है, and they know that if the equation is x plus y plus z equals to n, they have got a direct formula to apply, and with the formula you would be landing up at, that is 6C2. But for others, the basic is count the cases, because they are not that great in number. You have to just count it by ऑब्जर्विंग व्हाट ऑल केसेस आर देयर। आई होप ये सबको क्लियर हो गया। अगर ये आपको क्लियर हो गया, माई रिक्वेस्ट इज प्लीज क्लिक थम्स अप सो दैट आई नो that you have understood this particular variety. So please click thumbs up so that I am clear that you are clear, right? So give me some thumbs up and tell me that you are done with this question. Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm moving on to the next question. So this was a question from NTSE Stage 2. Let's explore the second question, which is from Numerical Ability. Now this is a question of series. This is a question of series. It says 24, 56, 110, 192 dash. I repeat, 24, 56, 110, 192 dash. You have to find out the next number, and purposely I have removed the options. Purposely I have removed the options. You have to check out which is the next number. Find the next number: 24, 56, 110 and 192. I repeat, 24, 56, 110 and 192. So what is the approach? क्या करेंगे हम इसके लिए? As we all can see, this is a series of even numbers, right? So there is a big probability that answer will be an even number, but there are no options. So I'm not in position to use that. So what I shall be doing? I would be looking for method of differences. I would be focusing method of differences. So what is method of differences? The method of differences says you need to check the difference between the numbers. So what is the difference? I can see the difference is 32. I can see the difference is 54. I can see the difference is that is 82, right? I hope this step is clear to all. The step number 1 is to check out the differences between the numbers, and some people are posting the answer. Okay, I will answer your question in concern to NTSE postpone हुआ या नहीं हुआ. Need not to worry about that. पहले जरा question finish कर लें फटाफट. So what next? 32 to 54. So what is the jump? We can see there is a jump of 22. 54 to 82. How much is the jump? That is 28. You can see there is a gap of 6. So if I follow the gap of 6, I need to write 34 over here. So if I am writing 34 over here, I shall be writing 116 over here. So if I am writing 116 over here, that is 28 and 6 is giving me 34 over here. And if 34 is here, then I am looking for 116. If 116 is here, I am looking for 200, that is 300, and I am getting that is 8, 9, 10, 308. Please check कीजिए आपका आंसर 30. अरे वाह, people are already posting 308 as the answer. Fine, that's fine, super fine, absolutely right. Now this method is known as method of differences, which says that keep on finding out the differences between the different layers, and once you are done with the pattern, please follow that pattern and then upward movement कीजिए और number को identify कीजिए. But this question has got something special which you need to know. This is a method of differences was workable on this question, so बन गया. But इसके पीछे एक और भी कहानी है which we need to know. I hope ये method of differences सबको clear है. But this question is a special question. So let's see what is so special about this question. Well, this question can be solved in another manner also. Please have a look. The first number is 24. The first number is 24, which is actually 27 minus 4 plus 1, which is actually 3 cube minus 2 square plus 1. 56 is 64 minus 9 plus 1. So what is that? It is 4 cube minus 3 square plus 1. This is 5 cube minus 4 square plus 1. This is 6 cube minus 5 square plus 1. Now this has to be 7 cube minus 6 square plus 1. That means if you know squares and cubes, it is the subtraction of two consecutive numbers, but for one number we are picking the cube, for the other number we are picking up the square, and then we are adding 1 to that. So in this manner also, through this manner also, we are in position to get on to the answer, that is 308. I hope that is clear to all. अगर आपको क्लियर है तो थोड़े से थम्स अप बनाइए, थोड़े से स्माइली दिखाइए और मेरा हौसला बढ़ाइए कि आपको समझ आ रहा है अच्छे से. Please post some thumbs up or likes or smileys so that I could know that you are getting this because मैं आपको देख नहीं सकता, आप मुझे देख सकते हैं, सुन सकते हैं, आपके सिंबल्स ही मुझे बताते हैं कि कितनों को क्या चीज समझ आ गई, राइट? And for all those who are asking about the postponing of NTSE exam, yes, few of the states are planning because of COVID. Few of the states have already shifted their dates to January 24th, right? But till the time your state is not giving any notification for the reconduct, need not to assume anything, because I still hope that many of the states would be continuing with 13 December date. So prepare for 13 December, and if in between it gets postponed, then you would be getting full 1 month to prepare. और हम बैठे हैं यहाँ पे आपको प्रिपेयर करवाने के लिए. 24 जनवरी होगा तब भी हम आपके साथ हैं, 13 दिसंबर होगा तो हम ऑलरेडी आपकी प्रिपरेशन करवा रहे हैं, तो उसकी टेंशन नहीं है. द ओनली टेंशन इज भाई आप अपने एंड पे पढ़ते रहिए. दैट इज यू नीड टू सॉल्व रेगुलरली, डेली, and you need to spare some time for NTSE preparation, right? So if you are in 9th class and you are targeting NTSE for the next year, my request to you is do solve 20 to 30 mental ability questions daily. That is the best thing which you can do in the 9th class. चलिए, so फिलहाल के लिए let's move on to the next one, next question. Okay, so method of differences मैं आपको बता चुका हूं. Second method is method of differences which we can apply to this. So now we can move on to the next question. Okay, now next question is from work and time. I have already stated many times that work and time questions are so beautiful that you can solve most of the questions using shortcuts. I repeat once again, work and time questions are so beautiful that you can easily solve those using shortcuts, and I'm going to tell you something special about this question. तो ये क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है? क्वेश्चन कहता है भीम भाई साहब जो है they can eat 32 bananas in an hour. भाई भीम है, everything is possible, so he can eat 32 bananas in an hour. एक घंटे में 32 बनाना खाते हैं. और उनका एक छोटा भाई है नीम. Oh, I guess Neem is a tag for Duryodhan. So his younger brother Neem needs 2 hours more to eat the same bananas. That means Neem को 3 hours लगते हैं. Neem needs 3 hours to eat 32 bananas. So he says how much time do they take together to eat 2 by 3 dozen bananas. 2 by 3. Okay, इसको थोड़ा सा अच्छे से लिख लेते. This is and you have got some options also. Options are 60 minutes, 24 minutes, 25 minutes and 28 minutes. Fine. I repeat once again. The question says Bhim can eat 32 bananas in an hour. His younger brother Neem needs 2 hours more to eat the same number of bananas. And how much time do they take together if to eat 2 by 3 dozen bananas together? How much time do they take together? They are eating together. So कितना time लगेगा? And people are already posting because options are there. अरे वाह. Some are saying 45, some are saying 24. Okay, we will check and let's start with the discussion. Now, we need to analyze lot many things given in the question, right? So please उसको थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनिए. And this question is one of my favorite questions. So please pay attention to this. Now he says that Bhim in 1 hour he eats 32 bananas. Neem, he requires 2 more. That means 3 hours for 32 bananas. What is the task or what is the work? The work is 2 by 3 dozen. Dozen means 12. So this is that is 32. That means we are talking about 32 bananas only. So please pay attention. Now he says there are 2 persons. One person can eat 32 bananas in how many hours? That is 1 hour. The other can eat the same banana in 3 hours, right? Now he says if they are eating together, how much time is required? Now this is really very basic. You all know the formula 1 by x plus 1 by y equals to 1 by z, where x and y are their individual timings. We know the timings. What are the timings? Their individual timings are 1 and 2 hours respectively. But why should I be applying that? Why should I be applying that when I've got so beautiful options? Now pay attention. Bhim alone was consuming those bananas in 1 hour. If he will be getting a support of Neem, then obviously both would be finishing the task in less than 1 hour. ये तो पक्का है. If both are eating, then they would be finishing the task in less than 1 hour. That means this answer is not possible. 60 is not possible. This is clear. Now moving on to the second thing. Let's suppose his brother is also equally efficient. I repeat, let's suppose his brother is equally efficient. Means if Neem also consumes all bananas in 1 hour and they both start eating those 32 bananas, they will require only half an hour. अगर, I repeat, अगर नीम उतना ही तेज होता जितना भीम है और 1 घंटे में सारे बनानास खत्म करता और भीम एंड नीम इकट्ठे शुरू हो जाते तो उन दोनों को कितना टाइम लगता? हाफ एन आवर. वाई सो? हाफ एन आवर में 16 वो खत्म करता, हाफ एन आवर में 16 वो खत्म करता. I repeat once again, if both are equally efficient, they would be requiring 30 minutes. But they are not equally efficient. Neem is a slow eater. So that means they require more than 30 minutes. So if they require more than 30 minutes, that means the only answer is 45 minutes. The only answer is 45 minutes. So I hope सबको ये अच्छे से समझ आया होगा, right? But still, if you have any doubts, do let me know, because I'm going to tell you this once again. I'm going to tell you this once again with a different approach also. This is an approach where I've used the options. Now I'm moving ahead. Answer to the question is 45. So let's see. Now please pay attention to this. This is right. Fine. So Bhim requires 1 hour for 32 bananas. Neem requires 3 hours for 32 bananas. That means their eating speed is in the ratio 1:3. भाई उनकी खाने की स्पीड जो है 1:3 है, क्योंकि उसको टाइम 3 गुना लगता है, right? So that means their work contribution will be 3:1, or Bhim will be eating 3/4 of the bananas, and 3/4 of the bananas कितने बनते हैं? Bhim will be eating 24 bananas and Neem will be eating 8 bananas. Now I'm explaining this again. Please ध्यान से सुनिए. Bhim requires 1 hour, Neem requires 3 hours. Now that means अगर इनको रिवर्स कर दे, बिकॉज ये इनकी ईटिंग स्पीड है, टाइम इज ऑलवेज रिवर्स ऑफ स्पीड, राइट? अगर आपकी स्पीड डबल हो जाएगी तो टाइम आधा हो जाएगा. इफ यू विल डबल दी स्पीड, टाइम गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड टू हाफ. So here the ratio of speeds is 1:3, right? So that means their time consumption or their work done is in the ratio 3:1. That means if the total work is 4, Bhim will be completing 3/4 and Neem will be completing 1/4. What is 3/4 of 32? What is 3/4 of 32? That is 3/4 into 32 is 24. That means Bhim shall be eating 24 bananas and Neem will be finishing 8 bananas. But we need to calculate the time, so we will check that in how much time can Bhim eat 24 bananas. So applying unitary method, Bhim requires for 32 bananas, Bhim requires 60 minutes. For 24 bananas, he will require, I repeat, for 32 he requires 60, for 1 he requires 60/32, and for 24 bananas he requires 60/32 into 24. This will give you 45 as the answer. I hope that is clear to most of you. सबको ये clear हो गया होगा अच्छे से, right? So you can follow any question with any of the approach. That is the best part about brainstorming. हमने ये सेशन रखा ही इसलिए है ताकि हम हर क्वेश्चन को अलग अलग तरीके से अप्रोच करें. तो now if you are clear, give me some thumbs up so that I could move ahead on to the next question, which is again from NTSE. Okay, now the next category of questions is from, that is, spatial and visual ability. We are moving on to second variety, which is spatial and visual ability, and I am waiting for your thumbs up. बहुत सारे बच्चों ने thumbs up किया है. I am still waiting for more, ताकि हम फटाफट अगले क्वेश्चन पे चलें, which is from spatial and visual ability. Now what is spatial ability? That means 3 dimension. Means when you are in habit of getting questions in the form of cubes, where you need to visualize, right? Or the questions of folding of paper. So all these questions fall under the category of spatial and visual. You all know non-verbal reasoning के बहुत सारे question visual reasoning के question माने जाते हैं, wherein you need to go for mirror images, water images, palindromes, lot many varieties are there, right? So we are going to practice now questions from this variety, that is spatial and visual ability. First question for all of you from this particular area, that is from NTSE Stage 2 paper only, and you have got a beautiful chessboard. Why I am covering this question, I will let you know, but go through the question once. The question says, what is the minimum number of unshaded boxes to be crossed for covering the shortest path from A to B both exclusive, without retracing the path and without diagonal movement. You are not allowed to move diagonally. You need to move horizontally or vertically, and you need to look for the shortest possible path. So he says how many white boxes you would be traveling. Options are also there, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And believe me, when this question was asked in the examination, for most of the students, this question was wrong. Although this is one of the most easiest question of NTSE Stage 2 exam, right? But for many of the students, it was wrong. अभी भी देखिए आप आंसर्स क्या पोस्ट कर रहे हैं. Some are posting 8, some are posting 9, some are posting 10 and some are posting 11. That means आपने इस चारों ऑप्शंस को खुश कर दिया कि हम आपके साथ हैं, we are there, right? ताकि कोई ऑप्शन आपसे ये ना कहे हम आपके हैं कौन, है ना? ऐसा ही है ना कुछ, तभी आप सबको फेवर कर रहे हैं. Well, we need to know the right answer, so let's move on to the right answer. And what is the question? The question is, you need to move from A to B on white areas, and you need to check what are the minimum number of white boxes which you need to travel to move from A to B, and A and B are not included. A and B are not oh, sorry for this. Sorry. Well. Yes, we were on this. Sorry for this, but we are back. So, what is the minimum number of unshaded boxes? Well, the answer to the question is 11, and the most important word is, that is, sorry, the question is that you need to move from A to B on white boxes, and you need to look for minimum. The most important word is minimum, and the most important word is exclusive. Exclusive means you are not including A and B. You are not including A and B. अगर A and B include करने होते तो वो लिखता A and B inclusive. That means अब बचे हुए गिनने हैं, वो कितने बनते हैं? I guess it comes out to be 9, but we will check. कितना आंसर बनता है? Yes, the answer is 9. The answer is 9. 11 is the total track. Have a look. Fine. So this is the way. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. B and A are not to be included. Similarly, if you can follow this path, A and B are not to be included. So answer to the question is 9. Like many of you, many students in the exam also had clicked 11 because they had skipped that word exclusive. Exclusive means A and B are not included. So the question was really very easy. It was a simple visual question where you need to count the path or the white portions of path. Now you must be thinking, sir, ऐसे क्वेश्चन पेपर में आते हैं? बिल्कुल आते हैं भाई, आपके सामने है, पेपर में आ रखे हैं. That's why I always say do play Sudoku, do play crosswords. God knows someday they may ask you a question based on Sudoku or based on crossword, because the next question which we are going to solve is a puzzle based question, right? So let's move on to that. Yes. Now this is a question which is one of my favorites also, but I will share a story in concern to this question. Whenever I used to conduct a class in the physical setup, right, for NTSE preparation, I used to tell them to go for some brainstorming questions. And in those questions, I used to tell them to draw a kite without lifting the pen. I used to tell them to draw the kite without lifting the pen. And many students used to tell me, sir, ye kya karwa rahe ho? Why you are covering these sort of questions? They are not going to ask us such questions in NTSE. And I used to tell them, students, this is a brainstorming session, so we need to use our brain, that how can we do that? But in 2019, similar question was asked in NTSE Stage 2, which is in front of you right now, which is exactly same in concern to that puzzle which I was telling you. So which of the following figure can be drawn without lifting the pen or retracing any particular line? So he says, इनमें से कितनी ऐसी figures हैं जो बन सकती हैं बिना पेन उठाए या बिना कोई लाइन को ओवरलैप किए? There are 4 figures. The first option is only A, सिर्फ A बन सकता है. Both A and B, उसने कहा which of the following cannot be drawn, नहीं बन सकती बिना पेन उठाए. तो अगर आप ओनली ए टिक कर रहे हैं तो आप ये बोलेंगे कि ए जो है वो बिना पेंसिल उठाए नहीं बन सकता. इफ यू आर सेइंग सेकंड ऑप्शन, दैट मींस आप बोल रहे हैं बोथ ए एंड बी कांट बी क्रिएटेड विदाउट पिकिंग पेंसिल. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट द आंसर इज. पीपल आर सेइंग सी, दैट इज ओनली सी. ओके, Well. That means you are telling me that A, B, and D require picking up of pencil. Well. Okay. Now moving on to options C and D. Well, the first option says only A, and people are telling me C. अरे भाई D ने क्या बुरा किया? आपने D बना के देखा? D बिना पेन उठाए बन जाता है भाई? इतना सारा क्रिस क्रॉस है. Let's check it whether we are in position to draw D without lifting this marker or not. भाई बिना मार्कर उठाए क्या हम ये बना सकते हैं? So let's see. Please pay attention to this. लीजिए बन गया. That means without lifting any pen you can easily draw that. I repeat, without lifting pen you can easily draw diagram number D. That means answer to the question will be, that is fourth option, that is both C and D, क्योंकि और कहीं पे D है ही नहीं. So that means option is option number fourth. So the answer is option number fourth because we can draw both C and D. Now if you remember, when you were also young, you used to solve these sort of puzzles where your friend used to tell you, please draw this diagram without lifting your pencil, right? But NTSE has asked you a question directly based on to that. That's why I always suggest, whenever you are using your brain for solving anything which is creative, which is interesting, believe me, it will be helpful to you, or it will be helping you at least one point of your life. So I hope ये सबको क्लियर है, अच्छे से क्लियर है तो थोड़े से स्माइली बनाइए, थोड़ा सा थम्स अप दिखाइए और देखिए. दैट इज, अरे दिस इज आंसर इज, ओ सॉरी फॉर दैट. व्हाट वाज द क्वेश्चन? ही सेज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कैन नॉट बी ड्रॉन. कौन सा नहीं बन सकता? तो डी बन सकता है. सो आंसर इज सी. सॉरी फॉर दैट, वी वर लुकिंग फॉर अ डायग्राम जो नहीं बन सकता, वो तो बन सकता है. डी कैन बी फॉर्म्ड. इफ डी कैन बी फॉर्म्ड देन आवर आंसर विल बी ओनली सी. सॉरी फॉर दैट, मैं थोड़ा सा गलत बोल गया यहाँ पे, माई मिस्टेक. बट नाउ आई एम बैक टू एक्शन, राइट? I repeat once again, what is the question? So फटाफट देख लीजिए. He says cannot be drawn. This is possible. So the answer is C, right? चलिए, अब मैं स्माइली देख रहा हूं. कुछ तो मुझ पे भी हंस रहे होंगे, अरे सर आपने एक मिस्टेक तो कर दिया. भाई सर इज ऑल्सो अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, वी कैन ऑलवेज कमिट मिस्टेक्स, बट इट इज ऑलवेज गुड टू एडमिट अ मिस्टेक. मान लेना गलती को बड़ी अच्छी बात है, मुझसे गलती हुई बताते हुए. सो आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट, बट गलती को मानना अच्छी बात है क्योंकि उसी से हम सीखते हैं, राइट? तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. एवरीवन इज गियर्ड अप. सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट? कैन नॉट बी ड्रॉन मींस जो नहीं बन सकता, और डी तो मैंने बना के दिखाया. अब डी बना के दिखाया तो डी आंसर में कैसे आएगा? मैंने बना भी दी और स्टिल आई वाज प्रपोजिंग दैट द आंसर इज डी. सॉरी फॉर दैट. चलिए लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ओके, अगेन फ्रॉम एनटीएससी स्टेज 2. भाई आज तो मैं एनटीएससी स्टेज 2 के पेपर के पीछे पड़ गया लगता हूं. बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे सोच रहे होंगे, राइट? फिलहाल ही सेज ऑब्जर्व द इमेजेस केयरफुली. इन इमेजेस को ध्यान से देखिए. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, बिकॉज यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द कनेक्शन बिटवीन दीज इमेजेस. सो दिस विल बी प्रोबेबली द सेकंड लास्ट और द लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर द डे. आई रिपीट वंस अगेन, आपको इन इमेजेस को ध्यान से देखना है बिकॉज यू नीड टू फाइंड द कनेक्शन बिटवीन देम. आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू द क्वेश्चन नाउ. I repeat once again, there are 9 images. There are 9 images in front of you, right? So he says, based on the below figures, identify the correct group of categorization. Means, आपको देखना है which 3 images are connected with each other. There are 9 images. You need to group them into 3 groups, and you need to look for some logic through which you could say that these 3 belong to a particular group. I repeat once again. You need to go for a logic through which you could say that, okay, these 3 images are connected because of this particular logic. And people are already posting answer. Awesome. And I can see option 1. Okay, we will check. देखते हैं क्या आंसर बनता है. Right. We have got 9 images. You need to group these 9 images into 3 groups, right? And you need to go for some logic. You need to check what is the logic. People are posting answer as 2 now. Okay, C option, fine. 1 option, 1 भी हो गया. C, D को किसी ने नहीं चुना. बेचारा D बड़ा पछता रहा है कि वो ऑप्शन बन के क्यों आया. बट चलिए, अच्छा है आपने D को अभी तक नहीं चुना, राइट? Okay. So let's move on to the answer and let's see the logic also. So we need to connect 3 diagrams in 1 group. Answer to the question is C, rightly answered by many of you. Let's see what the logic is. So 1, 6, 8. We are talking about 1, we are talking about 6, and we are talking about 8. Have a look. There is no line. These are only outer body diagrams. Outer body diagrams means they have got no diagonal. They are just the diagram or the outline diagram. I repeat once again. 1, 6, 8. 1, 6, and 8 are just outline diagrams and they have no diagonal. Let's explore the second case. 3, 5, 9. 3, 5, 9. So 3, and then we have got 5, and we have got 9. These are the outline diagrams with one diagonal or one line between them. They have got one line between them. You can see there is one line, there is one line, there is one line. So 4, 5, 3, 5, and 9 are three outline diagrams with one line between them. Moving on to the third category, 2, 4, 7. So 2, 4, 7. I can see two lines, 4, that is 7, two lines. Now the pending one is this. That means line wala concept is pe nahi chal raha, because in the fourth one I can see 3 lines. Then what is the logic? Well, still there is a logic. Have a look. That means I can apply more than one logic. So what is that logic? Well, this diagram has got 4 parts. This diagram has got 4 parts. This diagram has got 4 parts. That means because of this, I can connect these 3 diagrams into one group. I can connect these diagrams into one group. So I hope that is clear to all of you. सबको समझ आ गया? अगर समझ आ गया तो प्लीज थोड़े से थम्स अप बनाइए, थोड़े से स्माइली दिखाइए ताकि समझ आ पाए. और कुछ लोग कुछ बता रहे हैं. ओके 4 pieces, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. बिल्कुल सही लॉजिक बताया आपने. राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. So now you know the logic of this question. We have solved few questions and this was a session for brainstorming जहां में हमें दिमाग को दौड़ाना था अलग अलग varieties के लिए. We were not focusing any particular question. और मैं आपको फिर मिलूंगा दोबारा से इसी चैनल पे for solving some more questions, and we are going to start a series for stage 1 preparation also and for stage 2 preparation also. The whole information will be available to you soon, but अभी के लिए for all those who are targeting NTSE, मैं आपको मिलूंगा कल और परसों वेदांतु ओलंपियाड स्कूल के चैनल पे, जहां पे चल रहा है हमारा सुपर स्प्रिंट. और सुपर स्प्रिंट में कल हम कवर करने वाले हैं NTSE क्वेश्चंस विद शॉर्टकट्स. आई रिपीट, NTSE क्वेश्चंस विद शॉर्टकट्स एट 1:30 PM टुमारो. एंड डे आफ्टर टुमारो होने वाला है कुछ मेगा ऑन वेदांतु ओलंपियाड स्कूल. अगर आप में से किसी को पता है तो फटाफट बताइए क्या हो रहा है परसों ऑन फ्राइडे एट 1:30. समथिंग गुड इज हैपनिंग एट वेदांतु ओलंपियाड स्कूल. व्हाट इज दैट? पता है क्या किसी को? I repeat once again, I still have got one question for all of you. तो बने रहिए, बैठे रहिए, टिके रहिए, देखते रहिए. बट मुझे ये बताइए. Okay, yes, absolutely right. Day after tomorrow, I will meet you on Vedantu Olympiad School channel for a Menti quiz with Abhay Sir. I know Abhay Sir is one of your favorite teachers. So me and Abhay Sir shall be grilling you on NTSE questions under Maha NTSE Menti quiz, right? फिलहाल के लिए बढ़ते हैं आज के चैलेंज प्रॉब्लम पे. तो हर सेशन के एंड में आपको मिलता है एक प्रॉब्लम जो आपको सॉल्व करना होता है. सो आई एम गिविंग यू वन प्रॉब्लम व्हिच यू नीड टू सॉल्व. You need to solve this problem and you need to post the answer in the comment box. I repeat once again. You need to post your answer to this question in the comment box along with your name, along with your class. I repeat once again, and in the next session at Vedantu Foundation channel, I shall be sharing the names of all those जो सही आंसर बताएंगे. I repeat once again. I'm asking you one challenge problem for which you need to post your answer in the comment box along with your name and the class, and in the next session at Vedantu Foundation channel only, I would be sharing the names of all those जो सही आंसर देंगे. बट उसके अलावा मैं आपको कल मिलूंगा वेदांतु ओलंपियाड स्कूल के चैनल पे फॉर अ सेशन NTSE शॉर्टकट्स. सो फिलहाल के लिए क्वेश्चन देख लीजिए. हाउ मेनी मिनिमम मैथ स्टिक्स शुड बी मूव्ड टू न्यू पोजीशन सो एज टू मेक दिस इक्वेशन राइट? नोट, नो ओवरलैपिंग अलाउड. ओके, आपके सामने है 9 + 3 × 2 = 2. So there is an equation 9 + 3 × 2 = 2, which is not true because 3 × 2 is 6 + 9 is 15. So this equation is not correct. He is saying बताइए मिनिमम कितनी मैस्टिक्स उठा के कहीं और रखें. you need to reposition, you need to pick and you need to place somewhere else and you need to look for minimum number of match sticks, right? So the question is 9 plus 3 into 2 equals to 2. You need to correct this equation, and the similar question was asked in NTSE Stage 2 examination also. That's why I am asking you a question based on to that, right? तो इसके आंसर आपको कमेंट बॉक्स में देने हैं, यहाँ नहीं देने। अगर आपका आंसर सही भी है तो भी मैं नहीं बताने वाला कि यू हैव पोस्टेड द राइट आंसर। सो यू नीड टू पोस्ट योर आंसर विद योर नेम एंड योर क्लास इन द कमेंट बॉक्स। तो तब तक के लिए बने रहिए, एंड इफ यू आर देयर ऑन द सोशल मीडिया then please do join us on Instagram and Facebook. Do like our Facebook page. Do connect with us on Instagram, because on Instagram we are posting daily facts which are useful for all kids from each and every class, right? So you can connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram. Other than that, I will meet you tomorrow at Vedantu Olympiad School channel at 1:30 for NTSE shortcuts. तो तब तक के लिए बाय, सत श्री अकाल, प्रणाम, गुड इवनिंग वंस अगेन, हैव अ नाइस इवनिंग, राइट? और पढ़ते रहिए, एंजॉय करते रहिए। आप चैनल पे आए हैं तो जल्दी समझ आएगा, और जल्दी समझ आएगा तो बहुत मजा आएगा। दैट इज व्हाट आई बिलीव। आप भी सेम बिलीव करते हैं तो थोड़े से थम्स अप स्माइली बनाइए, थोड़े से लाइक दीजिए, और अगर अभी तक चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो फटाफट चैनल सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। बाय फॉर नाउ, टेक केयर, कीप ऑन लर्निंग एट वेदांतु।